This week's hometown hero went from combat medic in Operation Iraqi Freedom to trailblazer in the American Legion. The Fox Valley's Maranda Wendel serves our community in ways you might not expect. Her impact is undeniable.
I enlisted because my best friend joined the Air Force, and he was like, "It's the best thing ever, you should join." So I thought I would one-up him and join the Army instead of the Air Force, and I learned my lesson real quick that I did not one-up him.
Brilliant Wisconsin native Maranda Wendel can laugh about it now. Her 7 years of service as a combat medic in the United States Army behind her.
You have family at home that want to know how you're doing and where you are and what's going on, and you can't always share everything. So kind of the no news is good news, explaining to them that if they weren't hearing anything, that everything was fine, probably was the hardest part.
It was Operation Iraqi Freedom, and you might be surprised to hear what she remembers most: sharing with the Iraqis the freedom American women enjoy.
Freedom is a hard term to use, right? Because are you really free anywhere? Our interpreter was always in the truck with me, and there was a moment where he was explaining how he was treating his wife and sharing with him how everybody is respected. It kind of turned the corner for him. So that probably was the most eye-opening experience.
After service, Wendel returned to Wisconsin and worked at Freighterton Children's Hospital. Now she's a school bus driver, which allows her to devote greater attention to her two sons, who in return often are there to support their mom at various veterans functions in the Fox Valley.
So if they go on a field trip, I drive the bus and go with them. If they, need to get to school, there's no panic about getting to school or how it's going to work. They hop on the bus with me and off to school we go. I feel like it brings a lot of calm to my family. And then the kids on the bus, they're so excited to see me and have conversation, and high school kids who normally sit on their phones and pay attention to nothing else around them will sit behind me and chat. So I see that it makes a difference.
Is it any wonder that when American Legion Post 258 in Little Chute was looking for a new commander, they selected Wendel, their first woman commander ever?
She's just been an exemplary person, especially with the challenges of being a single mom and a veteran.
We will happily turn over to this next generation. It's a generational thing.
Maranda is the living embodiment of the new American Legion that is a lot more than a place for old soldiers to exchange war stories, but really is a gathering point for military families.
We would love many more women to join us. If your son or husband is a veteran, you're welcome to join us.
We need to keep the Legion or veteran organizations strong so that we do have a voice.
I couldn't say no when they proposed the idea of bringing in the next generation. To know that they believed in me was a big deal.
The American Legion advocates for veterans and offers social activities as well, including a baseball team in the Amateur Athletic League. Maranda and all the veterans want me to tell all the veterans watching now, the doors are always open.